Hey, this is Randy Velker with curesandremedies.net. Today I was going to answer just a question dealing with root causes of yeast infections versus dealing with the symptoms or the specific flare-up of a yeast infection that you may have. Candida albicans, which is the fungi or the actual yeast that causes a yeast infection or the typical yeast infection, can manifest itself on different parts of your body, between your hands, on your arm, different parts of your body that are out of the sunlight normally, in your pubic area, and anywhere where there's darkness, moist, you may in fact get a yeast infection. And there are topical creams and there are natural remedies that you can put on that specific point in order to solve that fungal infection at that one point. What is actually happening there is the yeast is growing as a colony in that one area. So it is mold growing on your body, or like a mushroom, just as a mushroom would grow on a decaying log in the woods, underneath leaves, that kind of thing. So you can attack it at that one point, but to really solve the problem, you're going to have to make some systemic changes to make your body, the body chemistry that you have, something that will not allow yeast infections to occur on it. Right? So there's going to have to be two ways that you attack any kind of a yeast infection for it to be gone permanently. Now, drug companies are more than happy to sell you some type of a drug that will attack the yeast infection at the one point where the pain, as it were, the itching, burning, whatever it is, they'll sell you something that will solve it at that one area. But remember, return customers are much easier to get. If you can find something that will solve the yeast infection temporarily, or will solve it for a while, the next time you have a yeast infection, now they have a return customer, boom, they want someone to come back. If you really want to deal with a yeast infection, you're going to have to change some of the chemistry in your body to get rid of it once and for all. Now, if you've had yeast infections, you're not alone. At some time throughout their life, 75% of the people in the world are going to have some type of a yeast infection. So it's very common. It's been common throughout human history, and also throughout human history, people have been using natural cures, natural remedies in order to get rid of these yeast infections. So if you're interested in getting rid of if you have a yeast infection right now and you're sick and tired of the pain, the reoccurring yeast infections popping back up again, go to the link that we have below. There's actually a program there that deals not only with the symptoms, which it does deal with, the immediate pain, which it does get rid of within 12 hours, but it also goes one step further, starts dealing with some of the root causes of the yeast infection, instead of simply setting yourself up for a reoccurrence or a relapse of that yeast infection. All right, go there now and you'll see what I'm talking about.